And this is where we say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to another ladies' room, a final one for the week. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Kareem.
Morning. Love in the blue and the black. Love in the blue and the black.
Thank you.
You have a data.
If I've got what?
You have a data.
Not really. Why? No.
Not really?
Not really.
You
Not,
could
not
really
really.
have
No.
a data.
No. Why people think that every time? Listen, that is a misconception that a lot of people have. That. And
Once you
I'm
just
trying-
recognize you have a data.
Yeah, somewhere to yeah. You know what I learned after that was one of the lessons COVID taught me. Had all these outfits, absolutely nowhere to go, and I'm like, but wait, I'm here saving outfits, thinking, okay, well, life, there's gonna be something happening, family, you send me stuff, and I'd be like, let me hold this for just in case an occasion come up, let me put that away, and it's just there. And a couple weeks ago, went into my closet and put on a shoe, and by the time I was walking down the steps, all I found I was walking high and low. I'm like, why am I feeling off balance? And it's a good thing. As a matter of fact, and that's the second one. Remember the other day when I came in the studio and then you came out with the piece of thing and you left your shoe in the studio? So that was like the second one to dry rot, and I'm sure there are others that dry rot. And I said, you know what am I saving for? Do I know if I'm going to be here in 2022, 23, 24? Do I know when I'm going to be? So I made a deal with myself from, when COVID came on and we were home. Even when we were on lockdown, I came to work because essential worker media. I had to come. I put on my makeup and I dressed every day like, there were people were going to see me. Like I was going to meet people on the street and blah, blah, blah. Nothing. So I made it a point to dress up every day because I'm like, listen, here we are. Nowhere to go. So that is one of the lessons that I learned.
So you're sure
I'm not saving it. I'm not saving anything. When I feel like going the extra mile and just dressing, I'm gonna do it. Not for anything or for anybody, but for me, because it makes me feel good.
You're sure on the other side that is not you trying to be prepared Sunday to Sunday just in case Prince Charming show up?
I ain't looking for no Prince Charming. Not
No,
always there.
sometimes you ain't looking, sometimes you just show up.
Prince Charmings no longer exist. That's
so what am I?
I ain't dealing with children. Me and you're not on the same.
I'm not a children.
Same
That's I tell you
big
that.
big woman
I
as
am
me.
not a children.
Listen, young man.
Anyways,
What
did everybody?
anyways, my thing is, and that's a misconception. We grew up thinking that there is Prince Charming, and later on we are bitterly disappointed. We need to stop with this fairy tales, Cinderella, Snow White, what's the other one? Sleeping Beauty, and all those things, that fairy tales that we grew up believing that we're gonna meet a man who is just the most perfect being in the world. He's not gonna get upset at you. He's just gonna be perfect. And when the reality hits you that, hey, no. Why is he shouting at me? You realize he ain't no Prince Charming.
So because I shout, I'm not a Prince Charming.
Because of what?
So a Prince Charming not supposed to get upset when you do shippiness and make mawet.
No, but when you think of when you hear the Prince Charming, you're thinking of this perfect being in looks, in ways, in everything. He's just complete, just perfect. Prince
But the
Charming,
Prince Charming
he comes,
in the stories,
and the stories
there
he
were
comes,
points when they got upset,
and that
that's
they
why
never
they
said it.
killing dragons and
they never said it in the story. They never got upset at the woman.
No, but they're allowed to get upset.
Cinderella, you heard nothing about Prince Charming getting upset. She ran, lost her slippers. He searched the whole world to find whose foot it's gonna fit. Found her, and they lived. What do they all say? And they lived happily ever after. Never say they live happily
You
with
could be
no
living
hiccups.
happily ever after, but you just know how to resolve your problems. You know how to resolve your issues.
Them fairy tales and them had a lot of us from jump thinking, that's how, or really, so you grew up thinking, well, at least from my perspective, because I read a lot of books, Mills and Boone, you name it. I was a bookworm. You couldn't put on a book and I didn't pick it up, and that is one thing I promised to get back to, at least reading 3 books a day and not getting caught up in the whole social media every day. I started buying a couple new ones on my my Kindle app, so I can catch up on on reading again, my historical romance, my James Patterson and Joan what's her face Collins, and just getting back Sydney Sheldon and what's her other name? Oh gosh, somebody help me. I think she starts with D. She writes a whole lot of what's her face again? Oh gosh. Anyway, we'll get back to that. A lot of mystery books or what have you. Yeah, so I need to get back on my reading. I need to get back on my reading. I remember going to school and would hide Mills and Boons inside your agriculture books and your social studies books while teacher teaching you, and they're trying to read because somebody has needed to read after you, so we're passing it along quickly. You have like a day to read this book and pass it on, so in class you're there with your Mills and Boons stuck between your school book reading. So that's one of my promises, to get Danielle Steele. That's who I'm talking about. See, so I got some readers here as well. Danielle Steele, that's who I was looking for. Yeah, so I need to get back on those. Nevertheless, it ties in nicely to what we want to talk about this morning. Kareem?
So, here's what we want to talk about today. A woman or man loses interest in a woman or man as soon as he or she blank. So the question we want to know this morning is, what makes you lose interest in a man or in a woman?
So I can speak for the man. What makes a woman lose interest in a man? And you have to speak for what makes a man lose interest in a woman. All right.
Oh, Lord, how much time we have?
I saw first one. Somebody said no sex before marriage. Really, Sam? That's what makes you lose interest in a woman? Wow. Someone says starts being inconsistent. That's when you know it was just a front. They can't keep up. Yeah.
Sometimes you just do brace.
Inconsistency is one way for a woman to lose interest, like pronto, in somebody. And I can always say, don't start what you can't finish. I'm sure there are days you're going to be a little off, but it should not be more. You should not have more off days than on days. The inconsistencies, yeah.
I know you have a list of about 103 first, so let me go.
Not really, you go ahead.
You'll finish at 3
go
o'clock
through.
today.
Go through. I ain't want to be accused of, I was coming here to beat up on no man today. I ain't in the mood. So, you go through and say what y'all lose interest. What
Men,
makes...
4409595. Send us your message, send us your voice note. I ain't taking
look for backup.
all the thing. No, I don't need no backup. Anyway,
so answer the question.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you, let me see, I'll give you 3. And then I'll leave the floor open for the rest of guys.
Okay.
Constant, and listen to that word, constant. Don't take the next word in isolation. Constant nagging could push a man away.
Annoying.
I'm just hello.
Shh. Jeez, annoying.
Constant, Aruna. We ain't saying you can get upset and let us have it sometime, but constantly. That is number 1. Number 2, while you're nagging, bringing up all things that is irrelevant to the subject matter.
Irrelevant to who? Me or you?
To the subject matter.
Okay.
Forget me and you. To the subject matter. Irrelevant totally. So, the washing of the dishes and nothing to do with the making of the bed. Or the picking up of the groceries.
So you lose interest because of nagging and me telling you to do something. All right.
Jesus, take the wheel, Aruna, that is not what I said. That is not what I said. This thing is recorded. That is not what I said.
And I'm trying to get to where you want to go, but I just find you taking long, so I'm trying to hurry you along.
So that's number 3. And yes, that's number 2. And yes, number 3, denial of coitus without proper justification. Sometimes y'all Lazarel.
Kareem, stop. Kareem, stop. You're going down a slippery slope. There's nothing to hold on to. You're gonna crash at the bottom with a broken
I'm
neck.
just saying, for the wrong reasons.
Kareem.
Sometimes
Kareem.
y'all, Aruna, sometimes
You see, that's the
y'all,
problem. Y'all
hold
don't
on
know
now,
when to
hold on
listen.
now, hold on
Kareem,
now,
stop.
hold on. But let
while
me just
you're
finish.
at it.
But let me just finish. Aruna, you know sometimes y'all beat around the bush
I'm trying to warn
for
this young
no
man.
reason at all without being completely honest with us. If you just be honest, we're gonna leave it like that and we're gonna have a nice time. But sometimes y'all beat around the bush and y'all don't be honest with us.
Trying to help a young man, but
I'm just saying.
there he goes. And that's one of the problem women
I
have.
don't-
Men not listening. Y'all don't listen.
That will make you lose
Kareem.
interest, not listening.
Kareem, yesterday I said it, the day before I said it. While you might be in a relationship with somebody, nobody belongs to nobody. You don't own me. And if I said, and into your favorite word, you're looking for coitus, and I am not in the mood, I don't
didn't say
need.
not in the mood.
I don't need to give you a
I didn't
reason.
say
I just
not
don't
in
want
the
to, and I
mood.
just don't want to. The
I didn't
end.
say if you're not in the mood, that's fine, Aruna.
But you're saying
I cannot impose it on you.
you said without a proper reason.
When I say denial, right? I mean like
Denial
for
without
example,
a proper reason. I have to give you a reason. I
Aruna,
don't want to
sometimes
engage.
y'all beat around the bush for no reason at all instead of just being honest about what you're truly thinking, what you're truly feeling.
That is a different
and the
topic.
real reason
That is a
why
different-
we not doing this right now.
That is a different topic.
But sometimes we pick up on it.
I'm saying to you, I do not need to give you a reason for not wanting to engage in coitus. If I say you come and think, I'm like, nope. That's it. I don't need to justify or give you a reason why I do not want to use my body at that point in time. My female part at that time. I don't need to justify that. Let's just get that part out of the way. For you and others who might be
So
feeling
if you're
the
married,
same. Doesn't matter.
same thing.
Same across the board. Marriage does not mean, well, if that is what marriage means, well,
No, that's not what marriage means.
I'm a
was
chill
just
over
asking.
here.
I was just asking.
it does
I
not
was just
matter.
asking.
You could be married, you could be whatever. It's your right to say no, and you don't need to justify why you say no. I don't need to give you a thesis, or I don't need to sit and write a whole poem or a whole book as to why I don't want to engage in coitus at that point in time. It's like,
So
no,
you're saying that
no.
you could deny
Yeah, it's
your
my
man
right.
for 5 weeks straight
If I
without
choose
a
to,
reason.
yeah.
Without a reason?
Yeah,
Aruna, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
yeah.
I mean, if in a moment, if you're nothing, one night, whatever, okay, fine, we go to sleep. But like weeks on counting, no reason, no conversation, no nothing. How that working?
It could be a whole year. It's still an option. It's still a choice. I have that choice to tell you or not to tell you. You're not obligated to know. And that is why we have so many problems with women and men and domestic violence and abuse, because people seem to think that they own the other person, own the woman, or own the man, and you have a right to do this or a right to do that. No, we're not. I was born by myself.
But you have a
Same-
right to communicate. Aruna.
Yes.
I'm not
But
saying that
I have that
you have to be
choice.
forced into it. You don't have to be forced. We cannot force you to use your body.
I
like
have
you
that
said, we cannot
choice.
force you. But you have a right to communicate and be honest with us.
The communication was I don't feel like engaging
Like
at this
really?
point in time.
So,
So
5 weeks.
you need me
6
to sit
weeks,
and say to you,
7
okay,
weeks.
okay, here goes. So I'm gonna write you a note. I never sit and write, okay, Kareem, I don't feel like engaging in coitus with you for the next 5 weeks because I am not in the mood, or because the way you
Aruna,
do it,
what-
the
even
way
if-
you do it, I don't enjoy it.
Hello.
Let me finish. The way you do it, I don't enjoy it. As a matter of fact, you suck, literally. It's no fun being with you. You're boring in bed. What. Sometimes people just try to spare your little feelings. But if you want to know the reasons why, okay, there you have it. You're boring. I don't enjoy sleeping with you. Okay, what next?
But Aruna, hear how it is unfair, because if we do that, we have something on the outside.
If you have something on the outside, you have something
No,
on
but
the
I'm
outside.
just saying we cannot leave you without for 5,
But I'm
6
just-
weeks and counting.
I just gave you
because
the-
we have something on the outside.
I just gave you the reasons. Because
Yeah, but you don't communicate that. You just say no, and no is
okay,
no.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings. So now that you
Come
wanted
on,
me
man.
to
Nah,
go
nah.
there, let's go there. The reason I want a break from you and I don't want to engage in coitus with you for the next couple
communicate,
weeks
let's work on it.
is because no,
Aruna,
you have to work on
communicate,
it.
let's
You
work
don't.
on
You're
it.
boring. You don't know what to do. You don't know what you're doing. You're biting, kicking, and I don't like it. So there we go. There we have it.
What it is?
Thursday, final one for the week. There you have it. All right. So you're still not happy with the response. Anywho's, let me take this call, and then I'll give you a couple of what we don't like, and you can proceed with what you got. I'm just saying, trying to spare your feelings, but you want to know why I am not interested in for the next couple of days.
Aruna, you go be married with somebody.
Good day, good morning.
Morning.
It's a very interesting topic today. But everybody have different option and different reasoning. And one of my reasons is that when we start dating or seeing each other, I mean, you're walking around your house with that tongue, naked. But as soon as things get comfortable now, you want to walk around in my boxers and t-shirt. That would make me lose interest. Have a good day. I'm gonna suck my tooth, Julie Mango.
Now you're in life, I can't fault you now. Now it is like I will lose interest too. Let me see. Someone says talks about how much money he had or has, frames every scenario with him being victimized. Hygiene is off, is inconsistent, and has no ambition. Another person says profanity, missing teeth, chewing with his mouth open, can't hold a decent conversation, talking down about his exes, not taking accountability, asking me out and not planning the date, looking at my body instead of my eyes when speaking to me.
Would I 1%?
Or yeah,
What?
all words are sexual. Yeah, no, for real. And that one there is something that makes me lose interest, especially when you come into a person's inbox and then you immediately start off with the high sexy and all. Those things, they're a turn off. And I don't know, maybe there are some women who enjoy that, but for me, I don't. You don't know me from anywhere. First time, probably I accepted your friend request and you jump into the inbox, hey sexy. No, it's hey Aruna, how you doing? We ain't on them levels yet. And I immediately start making this sort of suggestive, oh, this, that, and that look good. No, you would not get a further response. That to me is a turn off. Immediately, everything has this sexual undertone to it. Like, I mean, let me at least talk and let me get comfortable with you first. Everything has a sexual undertone. Every single hail up, there's some little smart comment that comes after. It is a turn off. Not every woman gets turned on by that. Someone says when they leave you paying for everything, when they lap up in your house and won't fix anything, I'll have to beg them to fix it. Kareem says that's nagging. Insecurity to the point of borderline paranoia and false accusations. OMG. Yep. False sense of entitlement and married men sperm donor behavior with evidence, community man tendencies. Community man tendencies.
Them obey and them.
No, for real. Seriously. I don't understand what we mean by what you always come at with this nagging.
And false accusations.
When we don't say anything, it's a problem. When we talk, it's nagging. Arrogance, poor conversation, communication skills, poor hygiene, inconsistency, controlling behavior. Someone says, turn off. Another person here says, when they're really proud, telling the story of what they were supposed to do, knew what to do, how they deliberately decided not to do it, and how it had major consequences in their life, yet it is somehow everyone else's fault but theirs at the end, when every other excuse for not doing some basic life task is conspiracy related. Major turn off. Another person says shows severe immaturity, always the victim, too much, too fast, no job, poor personal hygiene, bad teeth, cheap, self-absorbed, cigarette smoking and trying to get dirty pics and sex quickly, don't plan dates, just want to hang out or have me plan it, jealousy.
All they had them list ready to go. All they was just waiting. What?
Someone says, as soon as he tells me he has no goals, ambition or drive, brags about the negative things he did in life, gets sloppy drunk, has no conversational skills, isn't a part of his children's life by choice, talks too much about his exes, and their sex life, listens to horribly vulgar stuff around kids, uses excessive profanity, is disrespectful, refers to women as the B word. I'm out. Another person says, does too much too soon, doesn't acknowledge my feelings when I express them, doesn't show maturity in accepting my honesty. Can relate to that one.
Men only do a Wi-Fi and credit.
Someone says,
what going on?
as soon as he minimizes or dismisses my feelings, it took me a long time to find a voice for them, and I'll be damned if anyone makes me feel that way ever again. Goes for friendships too, not just romantic relationships. Lies or hides the truth, gives every other female the same attention he gives me, inconsistent, horrible teeth, bad hygiene, trying to be controlling and too aggressive. Another person says, cheats, lies, becomes selfish during sex, always whining about how life has treated him because it's everyone else's fault.
This topic is rigged. This I want to read.
Karim, you're saying something good. But Aruna, I can hear something in the back of your voice. Something is not, you need to let go of something. It doesn't matter what you're trying to say, but you need to let go and let the topic flow smooth. Karim is on the right track. And you cannot be in a relationship with someone. If you want a good relationship, you just you have a problem and you can't talk about it, and you just silence. You need to solve problem and have smooth relationship and communicate with each other, no matter what.
Okay, well, I just had
Thank you, darling.
I just had a
Lunch on me
therapist
for you today.
There's nothing behind
Aruna,
nothing
you
what
need to
I
let
said.
Go. You need to
Of
let
what?
go.
I ain't holding
You
on
need
to
to-
nothing. The only thing I'm holding on to right
You
now.
need to let go.
I'm not holding on to nothing. Trust me. And if I were, my therapist would tell me because I have one. But my point remains, yes, you made a good point, but my point also remains that if you apparently the person missed when you said that. Oh, let me take this call first. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, good morning, Aruna. How are you?
I'm good.
So I kind of switch on my radio. I kind of later. Kind of doing the people walk. So I'm trying to pick up on the topic. I'm picking up slow. Not that we don't there, we there.
Picking up
Trying
slow.
to pick up. I'm picking up very slow, right?
Uh-huh.
So if
So we're asking if a woman or a man loses interest in a woman or a man as soon as she does what? What makes a man lose interest in a woman?
beg him. Oh God, beg her. Boy, always want to do my favor. And as soon as they meet them, yo. I want to do my favor. I have to do it. Oh God, well, we have problems too. Oh God, I'm going soon as they start. What? Yeah, man, yeah.
No,
I mean, you go both ways, but come on. Do me a favor. I want to do this, my light, my water, my children. But, oh God.
listen, I like your ways this morning. Have a great day. I know what you come here for. Bye.
All right, enjoy.
Is that a bossy begging?
It's like you have something. No, the caller before need to tell this person to let it go. You hear the conviction he came with? Like, as soon as the horse bolted out the stable, as soon as I said, what makes a man lose interest in a woman? The minute time he heard that, there was
That boy,
but nobody said that one. No, that was a good one though. That was a good one though, and I'm sure a lot of men probably would fall in no to echo that sentiment. Yo, I almost died. I needed that laughter. I haven't laughed like this all week. Someone says dogs on no. No, the way the begging came out. The light bill, water bill.
beggy.
Do me a favor. Listen.
What?
Yo, whatever, man. But you just see me in a lie. Don't lie to me ever, no matter how trivial. If I catch a lie, I lose all trust in the person. Yo, that is hilarious. This person says, when a woman brings the experience of a previous relationship into the current relationship, there's no need to dog or accuse a man of being a player because you were played in your previous relationship. All right. Someone says, ladies, knowing that we only want the whatever, but all is still talking about relationship. Wow. Well, I can't blame you. At least if you're upfront and you say that, and you're still seeing relationship in the headlights, then you're setting yourself up, because nobody's gonna tell me point blank period. You know, they just want to have, what's the word?
Coitus.
Yeah, and then and then I'm gonna see relationship, and it happens to a lot of people. A lot of women think, you know, you can change his mind. As long as I give it to him, it's gonna be so good. He's gonna change his mind and want a relationship. But if he's that's so, and it happens for some people. I wouldn't say, you know, it doesn't happen for some people. Just going for whatever, and then they catch feelings, and then in a relationship. But this person says, too clingy, demanding. I am at his beck and call, ignores me when angry or upset, and refuses to communicate. Yep, I hate that with a passion.
Wow, says the person who didn't want to communicate and tell me why.
No, I didn't say I don't want to communicate. I say I don't have to give a long explanation. I don't have to give a reason.
No is
If I don't
telling me
feel
no
like it.
is not effective communication.
Because you said women, repeat exactly what you said. Women who, okay, all right, I thought so too. Women who refrain from,
read the thing,
what's
read
your
the thing.
favorite word? Coitus, and don't give a reason or hold out or whatever it is. I can't remember. I need to go. Don't worry, I'll go back again. I'll go back and listen at the beginning. Over possessiveness and being disrespectful, which leads to physical and mental abuse too, a lot of times in most cases. Words don't match actions. Another person says, when he's not bringing nothing at all to the table, when you have no sort of communication at all, and after a certain time passed in the relationship, y'all still in the same position, no room for elevation. That makes me lose interest.
But you see how this conversation going, watch your men have little one and
But you're
little
not speaking
two
up.
and little three little thing. Watch all they coming out to them.
I'm sure there are lots of
grocery list and
men.
them.
I'm sure there are lots of men who feel the same way.
Grocery list all they come with there.
But y'all just choose, as always, y'all choose not to say
Wow.
anything. And when we speak, we're nagging and we're talking too
Nah,
much.
It's not that. It's just that we just not as fussy. You know?
Case in
We're
point.
not as fussy.
Case in point, y'all complain, we nag, and then y'all don't speak, and now women speaking up more. Someone says, if you visited me all the time, you like juice, you don't even bring a Kool-Aid or a bag of lime when you come in. you always want coitus, but you're horrible at it and can't keep a conversation.
He like juice. He like juice.
And fussy, as soon as you reach in the fridge, open the, you don't make juice? No. And then get chance to buy, what's your name? Golly? Or whatever the thing is? No. Didn't bring any fruits either.
What? Oh, one that would turn off from, well, that's for me, scent of the genitalia. Yeah, like poor hygiene down there. That is a turn off. Like, ain't even fully naked yet, and
Somebody say you're real coming out in these words and them, boy.
killing me, man.
Somebody say you're real coming out in this pronunciation and them, boy.
You know, the aura of the genitalia. Yeah, that will turn me off, man. So yourself, you know?
Someone says passing of gas in my presence.
Wow, so we can't live
No.
now.
Nah.
What?
That's
Let me go
orange.
We can't live
Nah.
Wow.
Sometimes it's,
Wow.
sometimes it's involuntary. Sometimes it just happens.
Wow.
Nah. I'll be pushing the button now. Someone says passes gas in my presence. First of all, quickest way for me to look at you with death in my eye before amnesia hits and I force your name and existence as a whole.
Wow.
Not today. I hate it. Everybody have likes and dislikes. This person don't like when they pass gas around them. That's a turn off. Nah, that's a stretch.
Wow.
That's a stretch. Seriously. I mean, come on.
And y'all do it to us, eh?
It's
That's
natural.
me this morning.
Natural. Someone says, ask to come over after 3 text messages. Ask what I'm wearing, and we met 2 hours ago. Don't ask me, but send, what is the word I want to use? Give me the proper word to use.
Huh?
You have all these names for genitalia. You have coitus. What's the name for the male part that sounds good on air?
Oh.
Anyway, don't ask me, but send that part of the body pics. Disregard how I feel refers to every woman he's been with as the B word, etc. Negates to inform me that he has no transportation, over talking me, wants to text all day and won't have conversation, wants to come over but not take me out on a date, constantly saying how good of a man they are, yet fail when it comes to follow through. Obvious lying. Someone says when he starts talking about sex before he even knows how to pronounce my name correctly. Someone says it's interesting. I wonder if some of these same answers will get heat when it's men responding with them to the question in regards to losing interest in a woman. The flow is... Somebody say Kareem does watch too much Big Bang Theory. Sheldon.
Why you have to sell out like that? I can't understand all your
knew something. Yes.
But they grenade and like,
yes. That's where he gets those things from. Big Bang Theory with Sheldon. Yes. It took me a while because I'm like, I've heard these bits. Forget you. Big Bang Theory. Yeah. Someone says what makes me lose interest in a man is when I'm trying to get his attention every day on Ladies Room program and he ignores me. Okay. Got into what's his name?
Who said that?
Okay. Over there. Someone said I can't take this passing gas thing either. Listen, the worst is when you're asleep. Listen. I could kill someone.
The way you're sleeping and you it's different. Trust me, it's different.
Especially if you have AC.
No, he doesn't get different.
Especially if you're using the same cover. Imagine
no,
you.
Hit you
and like me, I'm the person who sleeps with my cover like practically all the way up to. Like you probably just see my eyes, my nose, everything always under the cover. So imagine you're dealing with a person, you're sleeping in an air-conditioned room.
Nah, it'll hit you different, man.
Yo.
Imagine you go down on a nice little weekend getaway thing.
Yo, under that. You know the next place is really bad too? On a plane. And the person next to you they did it. And they're looking around like everybody else, like,
I mean,
like, yo, it's coming from you. It's not me. It's coming from you. And they're looking around like and pretending that they're reading and.
But for
like,
some reason, you don't know who.
Yeah,
they
always
have
have this.
Getting on the bus.
No, they're the ones who act like they didn't smell anything when everybody else smelled it.
What is that?
That's the person. That's the person who did it.
Nah,
they're suddenly looking for the magazine in the back of the seat, and they're going through it, and they're so deeply concentrating on like there's so much interesting stuff in that book. And everybody else on the plane looking around and sniffing, and this person, that lone person who pretends they don't smell anything.
Nose block.
That's the person who did it. That's the person who did it. Anyway, Brown Sugar, you're late. You're well late.
Yeah, them good feelings saw them comedy this morning. What?
Hold on, let me see what this person is saying. My turn off is when I'm watching my political news stuff and she takes off my TV or radio. Person says, ladies being too insecure on your phone, laughing away, but as the man go on his phone and show a teeth, all you want password and all thing.
Facts.
So y'all so wait, let me ask this before we go. So men get upset if they see their woman on the phone and she's smiling or something?
It's not that we upsetting her. I mean, you could have your fun, but a minute that who making you smile so? Who is I talking today? Give me your phone. What's your password? You have somebody else? You sure you're not cheating on me?
Because I smile. Sometimes somebody sends a little meme. Somebody may probably send a little meme or a little joke.
No, but we just leave y'all, or we doesn't actually all your business. But the minute time we show some incisors, all up in we grill.
Okay, Sheldon. Someone says initiate sexual conversation too soon. Sends an unsolicited picture of his member. Yep. tries to invite himself to my house
I like
without
that
an
name.
invitation from the member. I like,
I like
that.
that name.
When
I like that.
texting is his primary means of communication, when he seems to have trouble with basic life skills or adulting, is negative or gives me the vibe he may be emotionally unstable or unfit in some way. Someone says, as soon as he stops acting as good as he did when we met, I have no time for men who put their best foot forward only until they've got me, and then they revert to some nonsense. People should begin as they mean to go on. That's it. There's a lot more, but we're out of time. Talks about what he got over and over. Talks in a disrespectful
This
way about
program
his
was rigged.
mother or the mother of his
I don't
children.
like
Yeah, it's a turn off. Always talking about what you have and what you have and what you have. Nobody cares.
Aruna, dialect on social
We gotta
media
go.
doesn't turn you off. Like,
Yo.
constantly. Like,
Yo.
like not even one word
What
spell
the
right and a whole
entire
paragraph.
sentence.
That is a turn off. Trust me.
Listen,
What?
being able to spell,
Oh my gosh. Now why?
it's a turn on. And being able to not spell is a turn on.
I mean,
Imagine having a
if you're
conversation.
if
And
you're
you can
aware that the
understand
person
big
switching
words,
it up, yeah.
but just little basic
right through that.
words like
Oh my, no.
there and using EI and ERE and
That one does hurt me.
EIR and yeah.
That one does hit me different.
Yeah.
If you're aware that the person know to switch it up and thing, then.
But if it's
oh my,
constant,
a whole paragraph for that.
always. Anyway, y'all, we gotta go. That's how we wrap up this week's ladies' room. Another good one. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here and joining in. Those of you who are here every day without fail, thank you so much, Jackie, Della, Alana, Kamalos. Good morning. Who was I missing? Clarina, good morning and happy belated birthday. Delroy, Brian is always here. Chemo is always here. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you. And if I didn't call your name, don't feel that way, all right? I'm not holding anything. I need counseling for that. I just didn't
Yeah, you need to let go.
remember. I need to let
You
go.
need to let go. And them ladies need to stop begging.
I need to let go. I need to stop it, yeah. The ladies who came to you to the compliments of Vegan Insurance and Western Union. Catch us again on Monday. Hey, BB, can't leave you out. You're always here as well. Catch us again on Monday, God's will, for another one right here on Power 95.